right, welcome back to the Arsenal podcast. Good morning, Gunners. How are you doing? How are you doing? Arsenal versus Westham 2-1. Thank you for watching the match reaction, and of course, I want to thank the Arsenal team for winning that game for us. Second win in a row. New season. What a performance that was! What a performance that was! The ugliest performance you can ever think of. Arsenal. I don't know what we were doing on that pitch, man. I don't know what we were doing on that pitch. I'm really glad that we got those two goals. I predicted it 2-1. I said it wasn't going to be easy. It was in London Derby, and finally we won it. But it was real crap. It was real crap. One of the worst performances I've seen at Arsenal under Mikel Arteta. And that calls for two things: Aouar and Partey. And I want us to talk about that, guys. I want us to talk about that. Truly, that win yesterday called for two more players, two more midfielders. There was lack of creativity. We never had any creativity on the pitch. We never had that backup man, to pick up the ball when we lost it. And that must be Thomas Partey. So, guys, we'll come back to the show. I want to talk about those two players and how much we need them. Because we are really desperate for them. If we don't, if we go into the season without Aouar, without Partey, I don't know where we are going to be. That's the truth. I don't know where we are going to be. We are very, very ugly. Very ugly. We lost the ball too easily. We couldn't pick it up from the opponents. The creativity. How many chances did we create in that game, man? How many chances did we create? To be honest, if we are going to be honest, how many good chances did we create? Arsenal versus Fulham. Arsenal against Westham. The minimal chances. One for Nketiah, one for Lacazette. I think and at the end of the game, the chance Nketiah didn't score. So I think we need the creativity, and that's why we need players like Aouar. That's why we need players like Aouar, man. Because yesterday it showed you that if we're playing against a team like Liverpool that have Thiago, that have Jota, that has Wijnaldum, that we are not going to survive, man. Why are we? We are not going to survive. And here we are, a whole transfer summer, talking about two important signings and never bringing them on. Two important signings, very clear. We need them, but we never bring them on. We never bring them on, man. We never. The truth is, we need these boys. We need Aouar. We need Partey. We need to add that creativity to our game as soon as possible. We need to create more chances for Aubameyang to score. You can see yesterday, Aubameyang was out of the game because nobody could actually release chances for him. No one. And I think the most decent opportunity he had was that one where he crossed for Lacazette. Lacazette, heads in, and you have that goal. That was the most decent, opportunity, Aubameyang had, on the night. But we need more chances for Aubameyang. He's our best player. We can't live on, continue living like this. Look at our next fixtures. We haven't signed players, but look at our next fixtures. Leicester City in the EFL Cup. You have Liverpool in the Premier League, Manchester City. You have Manchester United. And we haven't brought in the players. Everybody is signing. Liverpool have signed two players in the last 24 hours. Two players, two quality midfielders. Diego Jota, 41 million. That is, close to the same amount we want to buy Partey for. Thiago Alcantara, almost 25 million. Now they spent 65 million within a blink of an eye. They brought in a backup, a backup left wing, full back. They have done good business, man. They have done good business. But as Arsenal, what have we done? A lot of crap. Go in the comment section and tell me what you made of that game against Westham yesterday at the Emirates Stadium. We were playing at the Emirates Stadium, but we were like, a certain club, a young club playing, I don't know even. We played worse, way worse than a bottom club playing away from home. It's like we were playing Liverpool. Possession was 0. They took the possession. They created the chances. Leno and Gabriel were men of the match because they could save us every second, every second. And I think the problem is not with that all the players on the pitch. The players is with the quality of that midfield. Just look at how many balls did we give away? If you're gonna be sincere, how many balls did we give away yesterday? So many, especially in the first half. Ceballos giving away all the balls like he wants. Granit Xhaka too slow, man. Yes, he had very good statistics. Passing accuracy was good. He had those long passes in the second ball. But what did they create? Did he create did he create 3 chances with these long passes, with these long balls? No. Too slow. I think that the midfield, the Westham midfield was very, very fast, and he couldn't catch them. Guys, sincerely, we need these balls. We need Aouar. We need Thomas Partey. We need to get in those men. We can't use Xhaka for the rest of the season. Yesterday he wasn't bad. Against Fulham he wasn't bad, but he's not good enough. And that's why we need Thomas Partey. We need a person who can, fight those midfield battles. Xhaka is not a fighter, man. He's not a fighter. Yes, I love his passing accuracy. Better than Partey. When it comes to passing, it's better than Partey. But still, he's not a fighter. You need a fighter in the midfield, and that's Thomas Partey. You need a person who wins the ball back. Yesterday, whenever we lost the ball, we couldn't actually find it. And when we got it, we were very, very desperate. We lost it within seconds. And that's not a big club, man. That's not how a big club plays. Look at Manchester City. Look at Liverpool. Look at Chelsea. They don't play like that, man. They don't play like that. We were like another Manchester United yesterday. They were even better because they had some possession. Pogba, Bruno, and Van der Beek and McTominay could hold the ball for some time. We didn't. In the second half, we didn't hold the ball. We couldn't hold the ball. We were like, nursery kids that were, never had lunch. And the truth is, we need a fighter in that midfield. We need a fighter. I don't care whether it's Partey, I don't care whether it's Aouar, I don't care whether it's Somare, but we need a fighter. We need someone to win the balls back. That's the truth. We need someone to win the balls back. Otherwise, we are doomed for the whole season. Now look at the creativity. Look at the box to box. Danny Ceballos. Yeah, I'm gonna appreciate him for one thing. Despite his ugly performance, he gets me an assist, a decent assist. Eddie Nketiah on the call. Pick up my blood. Pick up more. But again, Danny Ceballos is very, very slow. Number 8, you must be, you must be flexible. You must be slow. You must be fast. You must be, calm. You must be desperate. You must do all those things. Guys, I don't know whether you have seen how Aouar play. I think I uploaded a video of him. Was it last Sunday? I think it was last Sunday. And number 10 and number 8 ain't, too slow like Danny Ceballos. And that's why I prefer Aouar in this transfer window. Yes, I know we need a person to fight for those balls and so on, but I would go for Aouar in this transfer window. We need someone who can create chances from the midfield. We need someone who can open up play. We need someone who can, battle those midfielders in the Premier League. Teams are good, man. Teams are good. Teams are preparing themselves. Liverpool, Liverpool has just brought in 2 quality midfielders. They still have Gigi Wijnaldum. They still have Henderson. They still have so many good players there. Manchester United, they looked ugly against Crystal Palace, but the quality was there on the pitch. The quality on the bench was there. Just look at our bench, guys. Yes, for example, if we get Aouar and Partey, even the bench is not the bench, the bench of a top 4 club. It's a it's a bench of of a championship club that never wants to qualify for the Premier League. You have you have Nketiah, you have Pepe. You don't have a game changer. Why not sign players like Said Benrahma? You get a player like Said Benrahma, bring him onto the pitch. In the 70s, in the 80s, he can't be a game changer. He's a bowler. Those are the players that that's the quality of players that has to be on the bench of us. But we brought on Pepe. There's no difference. You pull off Willian, you bring in Pepe. Okay, on paper there is a difference. You have done something, but the truth is we never did anything with that. Never did. And that's what I'm saying. We need to go all heads in for Thomas Partey and Houssem Aouar. Let us spend this summer and don't spend again. I'll be I'll understand. Let us spend 100 million in this summer and never spend again in the next summer. I will understand. I will know that we use the money of the next summer in this summer, and I will understand, and I'll be like, okay, that is fine. But this crap of entering a new season with the same old team that finished 8th, and we and this time we want to finish 4th, it's not going to make sense. It doesn't make sense as Arsenal fans. It doesn't make sense. I know you're very excited about the club, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Even if we are not going to use the number 10 to create chances, but our midfield has to be more creative. Our midfield has to be, has to create more chances. We need to feel like we have a midfield, like Liverpool, like Manchester United. Even if when they are not on the pitch, and you bring out paper, and they're like, yeah, we have Pogba, we have Bruno, we have Van der Beek, we have Matic. It feels like they have a midfield. It feels like they have a midfield, man. But when you think about our midfield off the pitch, Ceballos, who else? Xhaka, Elneny, Guendouzi, Ozil. It doesn't feel like you have a midfield. Of course, I know Ozil, historically, you feel proud because you have Ozil historically. Guys, I want to be very, very frank with you. This is the same team that finished 8th last season. If you guys still remember, many Arsenal fans don't want to reflect on the past because they have a win. They want to go forward with that and forget the past. But the truth is, this is the same Arsenal team that finished 8th last season. What has changed? We have lost the best goalkeeper, our best, goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. I think we are even degrading. Okay, we have added Gabriel Magalhaes. That is 9 out of 10 for the defensive backup. But still, we are the same team that lost to the mid-table teams, the same team that drew with the bottom clubs, the same team that was massively whipped by the top 4 clubs. The same Arsenal, the same old Arsenal of last season is the same club that is back. And how do you tell me that we are going to finish 4th? Bring Partey? No. We don't want to really, we don't want to activate his release clause. He's too expensive. Arsenal is broke. Bring Houssem Aouar. We don't want to activate his, his asking price. And Leon have said they're not sure whether we want him because we cannot actually, activate his asking price. And then you tell me we have, we can finish 4th. Like we can finish 4th in a league. We have Leeds, we have Aston Villa, we have Brentford. Are those the only teams we are fighting against? They're clubs that have already guaranteed themselves positions, in the top 4. Chelsea, what a summer they have had. You don't tell me that Chelsea are going to, lose more games than Arsenal. You don't tell me that because I won't believe it. Liverpool, on top of being champions, on top of being, having the quality, they have added 2 more quality players, 3 more quality actually, and they are still in the market. I won't be surprised if Liverpool pull off something like 5 signings in this summer. because that's what Jurgen Klopp does. He has been at Dortmund, and that's how he does his business. He never spends stupidly. He spends smart at the last hour or at the beginning of the summer, and he's out of the market. How better are we than Liverpool? We entered the market fast. We brought in Willian. We brought in Gabriel Magalhaes. We signed Dani Ceballos. How better are we than Liverpool, who have brought in 2 last-minute signings, Thiago Alcantara and Diego Jota? How better are we? Can you compare this Arsenal side to that Liverpool side? If you guys are going to be honest, get in the comments. I'll take them. I'll read your comments. I'll make sure I read all your comments. Just tell me that you can compare this Arsenal side to the Liverpool side right now. Just think that they have Jota, they have Thiago, and Henderson. That's their midfield 3. Can you compare that side to Arsenal? Can you compare Jota, Thiago, and Henderson to Xhaka and Ceballos and whoever you choose to add into that midfield at Arsenal? You can't. Truth is, you can't. But if you brought in someone like Thomas Partey, if you brought in someone like Aouar, it gives you that, that feeling that we're a big club again. Big clubs have big players. Big clubs make big signings. That's what Liverpool did. That's what Manchester United is doing. That's what Manchester City is doing as well. You're a big club. You need the big signings. Get them on. We are saying we need to sell players. We need to do this. We need to do that. Why aren't we doing it? How long can we win with luck with that team? How long? Trust me, in the next 6 games, we are going to be around position 10 on the table. Number 10 on the table in the next 6 games. Because you don't expect to get a Liverpool, a point against Liverpool, do you? You don't expect to get a point against Manchester City, do you? Maybe a point against Manchester United, a point against Leicester City. And where are you? You have dropped. You're in position 10. Guys, among the top 5 clubs, we are having the worst summer. The worst summer. Yes, I know Manchester United is crying here and there, but for them, the side that finished the league and the side that is starting the league, very similar but quality. They have a very decent goalkeeper. They have an 18 million defender. They have Aaron Van Bissaka, one of the best right backs in the league. They are bringing in Teles. Probably he's going to be joining them at any time. They have so many quality players. The Pogba, they have Bruno, they have Marshall. They have so many quality players in their side. And we are starting the league with the same crap. Sell the players. We can't do that. We can't even sell the players we don't want. That is how bad our transfer is. That's how bad our transfer summer is. We can't move on the deadwood. I have my player ratings here. I have them. Player ratings. And how embarrassing for an Arsenal side to have a player. I make player ratings, and Arsenal side has a player with 0 out of 10, Sid Kolasinac. Really, guys, are we moving forward? Is Arsenal moving forward? Like, you have a player who has 0 out of 10, Sid Kolasinac, because I think he deserves negatives. He deserves negative 9 out of 10. I was just too lenient. But we cannot see. We are waiting for for Liverpool to smash us 4-0 and we wake up. We are here praising Mikel Arteta. Why do we praise him when we can't give him the support he needs? Guys, let's be more realistic here. Let's be more realistic. Smash up the likes if you're live. Smash up the likes. Almost 50 people watching. Smash the likes up. Make sure your like button is blue. Smash up the likes. I'm going to be taking some of your comments. Arsenal must bring these 2 men to strengthen their squad. That's what we are talking about, blood. We are as weak as the Championship, League 1, League 2, League 3 club. Arsenal lack creativity and defense was too porous. We need Thomas and Housem. Yeah, but I'm gonna be very honest. Look, I think one of the areas we have tried to capitalize on and really reduce danger is the defense. I think Gabriel Magale is gonna be the future of Arsenal. I think we have another decent centre back. We have a decent centre back in Gabriel Magales. If we can get in, Aouar, we get in Thomas Partey, I think we are gonna be good to go. We need two, Thomas Partey and Aouar. We need them, otherwise we are finishing number 7. That's the truth. You can't you can't demand better from a side that finished 8th. You've not added players, you've not added quality, and this time you want to qualify for the Champions League with the same side, that finished 8th and went for the Europa League through winning the FA Cup. That would be, I don't know what Kroenke thinks. It has been an Arsenal tradition when it comes to transfer. They are very slow in signing players. Yes, I know we are slow. And for me, I don't care how fast we are. I don't care how fast we bring in the players. The question is, why don't we do the signing? The question is not how fast we do them. For example, I'm going to give you an example. That team with Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, Gilberto Silva, the Dennis Parkham, they were not signed at once. No, they were not signed at once. Players came in, season after season, summer after summer, transfer window after transfer window, and we made a big team. So the problem is not with us now, doing transfers fast or slow. We want to see the work being done. For me, I wouldn't care if I got Partey and Aouar on deadline day. I wouldn't care, because still there will be Arsenal players and I'm going to use them for the next 3 seasons. But my question is, why don't we do the signing? Not how fast we do them. Probably, our negotiation is awful. It is stingy. But why don't we do the signings? That is the biggest concern. Afternoon. Good afternoon, my brother Obed. How are you, Glad? We need to strengthen, and we are. And where was Tierney? I think Tierney had a complication. Tierney got a complication just before the game. I think he will be fine. Big up yourself. Big up Jonathan, my blood. In order to take the EPL trophy this season, English Premier League, are you talking about winning the English Premier League? All right. Arsenal must sign Aouar And Partey. That doesn't give us the Premier League. That doesn't give us the Premier League. You want to win look at Liverpool. How good are they? How good they were. How good their bench was. They have the quality. We have a crap bench and you are talking about winning the EPL. Guys, no. Samik says 35 likes. Okay, smash up the likes. Let us get them to 35. Like he says. Really, we've just come how you sir, I'm late, but how far with Partey an hour? What should I say? How far? We are yet to beat. That is how far we have gone. We are yet to beat. Cola. We need them, bro. Thomas Partey is a must. Yeah, it's true. We were poor yesterday. We were, I don't know the right word to use. We were lost in a forest of Westham shots. And at the end of the tunnel, we found light. That is how we were. But trust me, you get lost in a forest of Manchester City shots. You get lost in a forest of Liverpool shots. You're never going to get out of that forest. You know that. Whether you are at the Emirates or away from home. Xhaka is good but he needs to have better ball control, and that's why we need Partey and Aouar. Xhaka is not good enough, guys. Stop praising players because they had 2 minutes of good, of good time. Stop praising players because they had 3 minutes, because they had 3 passes that were good. If a player cannot play 90 minutes quality football, spit it out and say, "Blood, you're not good enough. We need someone who's better than you." He's not good enough. He has been at Arsenal for the past 3-4 years. He was signed by Arsene Wenger, if you guys still remember. That is not the Xhaka we signed from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Someone exchanged the package at the airport or at the plane. He's not good enough. It's not good enough. And we have to be ruthless. We have to accept the fact if we are going to be better. Xhaka is not good enough. He's not good enough. He doesn't fight for the ball. He makes those small, silly tackles, and he makes Arsenal fans think he's the player we need. You are not the player we need, Xhaka. Get out of Arsenal. We need a better CDM, man. We need a better CDM. Hello, Majid, my blood. Majid, how are you? I don't know whether I can share for you a link to join me, Majid. Okay, the link is in the commentary section if you want to give your thoughts, Majid. They must be signed because Housem has skills. Housem's skills are like Sami Nasri, and Partey's skills are like Patrick Vieira. The truth is, I don't want to compare. I don't want to compare Patrick Vieira to Thomas Partey. It would be ungrateful for Patrick Vieira. It would be ungrateful. But still, I think both players give us roles similar to those players. Yeah, I can compare Ousema to Samuel Nasri. They play exactly the same. And we lack such a player. Remember the Santi Cazolas? If you guys still remember, the Santi Cazolas. That team was good. I was proud of that team, man. Santi Cazola, Mesut Ozil, Jack Wilshere. Where, what happened to that team? What happened to Arsenal bringing in such players? We cannot be proud of the Arsenal side anymore. We can't. I would rather Aouar because he is younger. We're not talking about age. Liverpool have signed Thiago Alcantara. He's 29. Who do you compare Thiago Alcantara to in that crap Arsenal side? Don't talk about age. Talk about the quality. Because that's what we need most. Majid.
Hello, blood.
How are you, my brother?
I'm good. How are you, blood?
I'm fuming, man. I'm fuming.
You should be happy because that makes the board realize that we have problems. If we would have won that 4 or 5-0, the board would have thought to themselves, why does this team need a new reinforcement? That's probably the most crucial game of the season, in my opinion, because it tells the board we have problems. We have problems in the midfield. Xhaka is not going to resolve them.
First and foremost, Majid, I want to start doing player ratings, but I want to do the player ratings show with you after every game. Is that possible?
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right. So we'll be talking on Twitter. Then we shall be scheduling the time, and then we do the player ratings.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, but for me, my concern today is about the midfield. How we lost the balls, how we never, how we couldn't fight for the ball. It took us almost so many minutes to get the ball back from Westham. Imagine Westham who had Fornals, a Westham that had Declan Rice. How much do we need to change in that midfield, man? First and foremost, how what do you make of yesterday's performance in the midfield, just from the midfielders?
Xhaka is not good enough, and Ceballos is not a person who wants to come back and then get the ball and carry it forward. He likes to play number 10 roles because he's a more attacking player. But Arteta likes to slot him in between the defense. When I was watching the game, he was the one getting the ball and carrying it through while Xhaka was attacking.
Yeah. I was sitting on my screen and I was looking at how Westham loved to play against us. It really hurts, but they love to play against us. And if you ask them which other side would you want to play next, they would say Arsenal, right?
Of course, they think I mean, I don't know what it is, but when we play against West Ham, we're not at our best.
Yeah. But, and allow me to make this statement as well. The best team lost yesterday.
I mean, yes, but it was all because of the midfield, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. starting with Xhaka now. I know Xhaka and Partey because that is where Partey would play. Um, Many Arsenal fans think Xhaka was good. They have displayed his, statistics on Twitter. Just like some Arsenal fans, they have displayed his, statistics on Twitter and so on. They have gone ahead to say Xhaka was, the man of that midfield. Do you think we should be carried away with those, petty statistics Xhaka had yesterday?
I can't pronounce it, but statistics do matter. But I was looking at Chaka. He goes down so easily. Every time someone's behind him, he just gets a foul and then like slow down the tempo. So if we're attacking, Chaka always wants to slow down the attack, and every time when I remember him bringing back the ball forward. Fornals touched him and he started. He fell to the floor, and then it just wasted the time we needed to score a goal.
Yeah. So, trust me as a person, I'm never lenient. I'm never lenient. And I'm not going to go with Xhaka's statistics. I think his overall performance was not up to standard. And he's not going to be up to standard, I think, because age is catching up on him. I think we just need to replace him.
Honestly, so I got a message saying that some people told me that Shaq is better than Tielemans. I mean, I can't even, because Shaka struggles to carry the ball out. He can't do anything. The role we need him to play, he can't do. So Ceballos is filling in the defensive role for him. How can, it's like putting Mesut Ozil to defend. It's not going to end well, is it?
Yeah, it's never mind. But
So,
what do you make of our creativity yesterday? Because I said this on the Fulham show, and I said we are never going to score those Aubameyang goals bangers all the time. We are never going to score those ugly, Lacazette goals all the time. We need proper goals. We need to score the proper goals, like that, goal against like that Lacazette goal. That's a proper goal. The Eddie Nketiah goal. That's a proper goal. We need to create more chances in the game for Aubameyang, for the strikers. If we are going to, blame them, they're not scoring. What do you make of our creativity in the first
then,
in the first two games?
I didn't watch much of the second game because it was really late for me where I live. But I watched 45 minutes, but I ended up seeing one of the goals. And look, as soon as Ceballos comes forward, he can create a chance. Arteta can keep playing him where Shaka is meant to be. But the problem is Shaka can't drive. So if we get Aouar, at least Aouar can drive and they could play together. It would be a much better system. Because when I was watching Aouar, he's really, really good at getting. He's really, really good when he's on the ball. He's really technically gifted, and he has one or two passes in him.
I love the word. I love the word. Technically gifted. I think we don't have players in that midfield that are technically gifted. We lack the technical players, man. We lack the technical players.
Yeah. Look, when under Arsene Wenger, Ozil was one of the best players. When he was at Madrid in 3 seasons, he got 80 assists in 3 seasons. And as soon as Unai came in, nothing. Maybe once in 3 or 4 games. It's completely it's unacceptable.
Yeah, no. But what if I brought in a player like Ricardo Tielemans? Don't you say that? Don't you think that would improve us almost by by 30%? If I brought in a player like Ricardo Tielemans, from Leicester City, I think he could actually completely turn that midfield up and down.
He would be fantastic. He's a baller. He's an absolute baller.
Yeah.
When I look at Xhaka, and then people telling me that Tielemans is better than Xhaka. I mean, is Xhaka really a professional player?
I don't know.
He's good enough to play for a club like Crystal Palace, but for Arsenal or a top 10 side even. He may be good at times. He may show glimpses, but it's not good enough. No, he's so inconsistent.
I know, man. Okay, Sunny Sharma says replace Xhaka immediately. Actually, we need those guys in our club to fight for the trophy. Not to fight for the trophy, guys. I don't think. Uh, Imagine, do you think we bringing in Partey and Aouar is is an ultimate card that we are gonna fight for the trophy this season?
If we want to fight, then we need them to. Because to be honest, I'll drive Shaka out of the country. Like, we should. He's we. He's like the 2.0 of Henrik Mkhitaryan. He shows glimpses, but then gone.
Mm.
Wait, brother, I have to go. I'll be back soon.
We need them surely. Arsenal's midfield is dead. This is Jason. It's unfortunate to say we cannot make 70 million signing, and Aston Villa had already signed almost that amount. It's sad. I'm just tired of all this. Joseph Edgar says we need them surely. Arsenal's midfield is dead. Smash up the likes, guys. They're not proud. They're not proud. But smash up the likes, everybody. You stressing it too much. It was good we played like how we did. Okay. Marcy and Majid, what did you mean by this comment? You're stressing it too much. It was good we played like how we did. What did you mean by this comment? Hello. Oh, I think he's off. He's off. Same old Arsenal. We are never prepared for the season. City always get their transfer done before the season starts. We are just symbolic. I love the word. You're stressing this too much. Okay. You're talking, Koshi. Um, we'll see when it's time to play the big clubs. We're gonna get smart. I think that's this. I think like that as well. Oscar says we need a strong midfield guys, and Arsenal must bring these two guys, Partey and Aouar. Can you update us where the process of bringing them, of the two of them? I'll do a show. I think I'll do a full show about that. Bro, what is the update about these two deals today? I'm going to do a show. I'll do a show. Bro, what do you think we can go in? Do you think we can go in the Champions League this season? No, we can't. We won't struggle against big teams. That is Dinero Empire. They sparked the bus yesterday. It's just the creativity. Okay. What update about Aouar and Partey? I'll be coming with that. Do you think Saka is better than Ainsley Maitland-Niles? What is your rating of Ceballos? I'm going to do the player ratings, but I think I'll give Ceballos a 6 out of 10. Arsenal, we need to build the midfielders. Edu isn't creative. We really, really need Partey and Aouar. Thiago linked to Liverpool a day or two later signed. Meanwhile, Arsenal. Maurice K. Hello, Kosi. I'm Maurice K. from Sierra Leone. You are really saying the truth. Other clubs ahead of us, please Arsenal, go by. There is and Sarah say it's just because I love Arsenal, but sometimes I hate the management and the way they do the business. Okay. Arsenal poor yesterday, so bring Partey and Osemowa. Give us clear information if they already sent Thomas Partey and Aouar. What should I say about it? Partey after Partey. Okay. Xhaka is a great player, but we need to back up in case of any injury. I think Partey, I think Xhaka should be the backup. We don't need to back up Partey, backup Xhaka, but he should be the backup player. Is this Arsenal have that mentality of just mention the player and other teams signed him? I thought this mentality was just for Wenger only. How comes Arsenal can't afford 118 million to buy these two players? Tarius, we can't depend on someone like Willock to back up the team in case of injury. Okay, bring Partey to partner with Xhaka and position Ozil or Aouar as a number 10 man. Have to buy talented players to reach our destination. How can I have a podcast with you? This is Adama. Check my Twitter. It's called Courses Arsenal Podcast. Courses Arsenal Podcast. Courses Arsenal Podcast. No, check the Twitter handle there. Arsenal management is too slow. Please start buying players. Xhaka is a player. We just need another player for backup. Yes, we need a player that creates chances for goals. We need Aouar, but you do say Xhaka is not good enough. Please. Um, Man said he'll dive Xhaka. He's not even old enough to drive at Legoland. Thank you for the chat. Arsenal main weakness is still in the midfield. Wow. I love it that you're accepting the facts. Bro, why can't I get why can't I get into your podcast? Use the link. Use the link. Use the link in the comment section. You'll get into the podcast. Use the link in the description. Sorry, in the comments. I've put it. Xhaka is a good defense. He's good in defense, but not create chances for goals. He's just not good enough. Do you think Xhaka will be good for all season? He can't get injury. He even can't manage to defeat someone like Sterling. Yesterday, Arsenal luck won the game. How long are we going to win the game? Trash performance yesterday. We need some more signings. Um, if we get Partey and Aouar, will you be happy with the transfer window? Yeah, I'll be happy, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't sign any other players. Do you support Manchester United? No, I don't. Where have you reached signing Partey? Not any clause. Can you update us on about Suarez? Is he coming? Um, the last thing I had, he was wanted by Atletico Madrid. Arsenal need Partey, Diawara, and Aouar. Xhaka is useless. That is Marcus Yard. Our midfield is absolutely a deadwood. Aouar and Partey must come to straighten our midfield. When will Arsenal sign Partey and Aouar? Okay, and then Robert says, nice job, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, guys, that was the rant. That was the reaction. And I think we need those players as soon as possible. I'm gonna be back with the player ratings show, so make sure you don't miss it. I'll be back with the player ratings show. Hopefully, we can make those signings in this week because time is running out.